Alright. Alright, let's strain out this watermelon chong. Boom. Had this sitting for, I have no idea, 10 days I think this has been sitting. Usually when I'm doing this, I really like to do a little bit of fruit in the strainer at a time. Get another strainer, and just give it a little press. And you'll kind of get some of that leftover syrup that's hanging out in there. And then I'll just start collecting fruit, setting it in a Tupperware. Put that to the side. I'll just keep straining this out. This is my first time doing watermelon, so that should be interesting. I was curious if it would take on the color much, but it's too pink. Alright. This will be leftover sugar. I'm going to set this aside for when I make fruit leather. Colander. Something that could play in the background. Alright, after I straighten out some of these chunks, I'm gonna make some fruit leather. Got these strained. These in the fridge. Here's all the scraps. I'm gonna blend this up and then we'll pour it on some parchment. Next one I'm going to do is a blueberry. These two are kind of interesting. I lit this one. What did I do? I took the blueberries and I immediately put them into a chung. So they were a little unripe and it seemed like they weren't going to get any color. And then maybe 2 weeks in, they started to push out their berry color, the anthocyanins in there. This one I let ripen first, and the berries were almost on the verge of being moldy, but still good. But this one was like purple overnight. But now they seem to be the same color. Maybe the riper one's just a little more bluish purple, but anyways, rinse this watermelon out. Woo, that smells so good. Straight blueberries. Boy. Pretty interesting too, like the berries start to shrivel up because they're literally like removing all of their sugars. Pretty cool. Alright, press these out, get whatever syrup's left. I'm going to mix the blueberry and the watermelon scraps. We're going to make a fruit leather from that. I was going to try to make another wild soda, but I already have so many made and I'm not drinking it fast enough, so I'm going to save it for the workshop and then I'll make some more in the future. Okay. Got that all strained. How full are we? I'm going to actually do the other jar. There's always like a little bit of sugar left over at the bottom. And this I'll just save for the fruit leather and just blend it into it. Oh wow. So this is the unripe blueberry, and when you smell it, it literally smells like sour blueberries. Like the other one had such a pure blueberry smell, so I'm gonna keep these separate real quick. so we can kind of let people try both varieties. Gotta get better on this. Fuck yeah, that was so fucking pretty. Why? Look at that. Oh yeah. The only scissor you should be pumping up. Let's be real. Oh my god, that smells so good. So much blueberries in there. Okay, so this is the ripe blueberries Strange. Super nice. I'm gonna do the unripe blueberries, which will still probably be sweet. They're just gonna have less of like a classic blueberry taste to them, more of like a sour taste. Alright. Place them out. Scraps together. All right. Here's that other one. I just want to get this thing. Let's see what kind of. Whatever. All right. I'll pour the sour into a jar, bottle. Get this set up. Fuck, that is beautiful. Natural color, baby. Oh yeah. Alright, now I'm gonna get these labeled, get them in the fridge. And then I will make a fruit leather. Nice. Alright. Boom. Done with those. Let's see if we can get the color on that. Nice. Alright. Now we'll make some fruit leather. Don't need this. Okay, next thing I'm gonna do is grab the trusty dusty blender. And reach somewhere. Okay. So here's all my fruit scrap, watermelons, blueberries, nothing special. Scoop these babies in here. Okay, and then whatever leftover sugar I have. Oh shit, sorry Nick, just seeing your stuff. Honestly, the watermelon tastes sweet. I don't know if you can hear this, but it's just sweet tasting and doesn't really have much to it. I thought it would have more color too, and it doesn't. So, watermelon Cheong is meh, in my opinion. But who knows? Alright. Next, I'll try and get the leftover sugars at the bottom of these jars. Here. I'm like really big on using everything. Don't waste anything. If it went through this process, it can pretty much get used all the way to the point of at least composting it, worst case. So. So, one thing I've noticed with the sugar on the bottom is that if you kind of mix in whatever syrup's still left in there, the sugar is like easier to get at. Let's see if I can show you here in a second. But instead of having just a bunch of sugar, I'm gonna mix that up with the syrup and we'll get it mobile. So you can just pour it. Last one. I will say though, the watermelon Cheong did eat a lot of the sugar. Like I had like very little sugar left over from the watermelon Cheong. Alright. Give that just a little mush down mix over. Boom. Now I'm gonna add some lemon juice and then blend this bitch up. Actually, I'm gonna do lime, and then I just picked some fresh mint, so I'm gonna maybe do like a blueberry watermelon mint. And honestly, like I've noticed with any of my fruit leathers, you need like a citric acid, or else they're just gonna be really sweet instead of like having like a brightness that kind of brings it out a little better. The homie Turtle Tim's Taffy, he's based in PA. We've been kind of just like shooting the shit about taffy for years, but he recently mentioned that if I wanted to brighten up the flavor of stone fruit, to use malic acid instead of citric acid. Like most of the time when you make fruit syrups, you would add some sort of citric acid to brighten it. Apparently you can add the malic acid to do that same thing. So alright, let's give this a blend. Get it going. So one thing is I don't know, talk about it with other people, but we kind of debate on whether or not to keep the seeds in the batch. I kind of feel like, in my opinion, there's like a lot of benefits to keeping seeds into the batches and like consuming the seeds. That could be up for debate, but I feel like this would be a great way to kind of just still provide more nutrients to your batch, and like why sift out a bunch of seeds for some reason, you know? Sorry for the noise. So next thing I'm gonna do is strain this. I kind of feel like some perspective is you could just make the fruit leather from here, which is fine. Now if you didn't get all of the seeds out, or if you left the seeds in, you blended them, and you don't strain it, you're gonna have just like chunks of seeds that are maybe not fully broken down. So I like to just take a nice big strainer. Get this in. Pour some through. About to make a mess. And I hate messes. Alright. So this is gonna need help getting pushed through. This. Boom, boom, boom. Work. Can't see. Whatever. Okay. Try to do a different angle. So it works. All good. So basically, I will take whatever's in the sieve here, and I've got this cool scoop spatula, and I'll just kind of whirl this in a circle. And you're gonna start noticing stuff's gonna start allowing itself to pass through the sieve. And you're just gonna keep doing this. And it's almost like holding a frying pan and kind of getting the stuff moving. And I'm just gonna sit here and keep getting this going. Now it's gonna seem like you have a lot of scrap, but I'm gonna just keep blending this scrap up. So I'm gonna put the scrap aside into another container. Back here. So I missed. And then we'll pour this onto here. Alright, just keep repeating this. Scrap. Alright, this might take a fucking second. Okay, now I can put the scraps back in the blender. And I'm pretty much just gonna repeat this until like I don't really have much scrap left. I'm gonna add just like more juice. If you want at this point, you can taste the puree basically, which will look like this. And right now, I don't get a lot of lemon flavor in that, so I can keep adding citric acid as I see fit. You don't really need too much. Kind of just need enough to keep it viscous and keep it moving. This on here. More juice. Don't want to make this too runny or else it's just gonna get like taking too long to fucking cook off when you make fruit leather. I need to do a little. Nick, I'm not sure if you're still watching, but you should check out Restream on the internet. It's not an app or anything, but it allows you to like stream on multiple platforms all at once. So you can connect your YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Telegram, Twitch, whatever. And then you can post stuff. I know you've been posting some stuff on YouTube, so figure if you wanted to try that out, you could basically just go live from their platform, which is what I'm doing right now. And they have like a whole studio to kind of just do basic lives and stuff, and then you can kind of just go live from there, and it will post to Instagram, Facebook, all that other shit. Once again, if you're not Nick and you're listening to this, totally okay, and you can do that yourself too. Okay, so now I got my puree. I'm gonna pour this puree onto a baking sheet with some parchment. Boom. And yeah. Boom. Alright. Then I got this all prepped. Should have had the oven going, but we're gonna get that cranked up to 180. If you have a convection oven, that works better because you're basically just gonna have the fan blowing onto stuff at all times. Boom, here's a watermelon from a few days ago. This was like pretty high liquid content, so it took a little while to finish up, but boom. And this is what the difference will be when you strain it. You'll have that nice transparency. Otherwise, you're just going to have a lot of seed and a lot of scrap, which is fine, but looks and tastes and a little easier on the mouth. So, okay. I'm going to set this fruit leather aside. Throw this baby in. I'll leave it on the baking sheet until most of the liquid's been removed. And then once the majority of the liquid is removed, I'll take it off the baking sheet and just let it sit freeform on the parchment. If I feel like the top layer isn't drying off enough, which like this one is a good example, it just staying sticky and tacky, I'll probably take this off parchment, put it on a fresh piece and flip it and kind of let the other side basically allow moisture to push through it, and hopefully it'll kind of allow the moisture to escape. But yeah, anyways, so that's how you make some fruit leather from Cheong scrap. There's some more scrap that I'll just compost. And yeah, got a workshop coming up soon. Any love would be greatly appreciated. I'll have more in the future. Thanks for watching.